It is Tuesday, June 8th, 2021. Welcome into DIRTRACKR Daily. I'm Justin Fiedler. Today on the show, we've got a few news items to cover off on. We take a look at tonight's Short Track Super Series action, and I've got some thoughts and observations about World of Outlaws heat races. Let's jump in. The World of Outlaws Late Model Series announced yesterday they are adding a race in New York to the 2021 schedule. Orange County Fair Speedway will now host the Outlaws on August 19th, and the addition creates a 4-race weekend that will see the Outlaws travel between New York, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. It will be the Outlaws' second appearance at the big .625-mile oval, with Rick Eckert winning the last trip there in 2004. So you'll now have Orange County on Thursday night, Williams Grove on Friday, Sharon Speedway in Ohio on Saturday, and the weekend closes out at Erie Speedway on Sunday. To see the full World of Outlaws Late Model Series schedule, visit worldofoutlaws.com. Also from World Racing Group yesterday announced the World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series will not make up the May 28th race at the Terre Haute Action Track that was lost to rain. Series and track officials could not find a suitable replacement date. Fans who had tickets to the event will receive a credit or can request a refund. For details on how to do that, visit worldofoutlaws.com as well. The Sprint Car Series is back in action this weekend at Knoxville for 2 shows. That is the Brownells Big Gun Bash. In a post to their Facebook page yesterday, sprint car team Grove Racing, owned by Brian Grove, announced that Tim Shaffer will return to the seat of the number 28 machine for the upcoming Ohio Sprint Speedweek for the All-Star Circuit of Champions. Shaffer competed for Grove Racing last season before departing for the Hefner Racing Ride in Pennsylvania. Skylar G had been driving the 28 for Grove to start this season, but the pairing recently parted ways, with G now driving for Mark Coldren. Shaffer has picked up a couple of Central Pennsylvania wins this season and was a winner in the 28 last season, grabbing an all-star victory at Attica in September. Ohio Sprint Speedweek kicks off Friday night at Attica, and then we'll visit Fremont, Wayne County, Sharon, Waynesfield, Muskingum County, Limaland, and Portsmouth through June 19th. I don't know how this move affects Shaffer's ride with Hefner, if it does at all. We'll keep you posted if we hear any more there. We'll have a lot more on Ohio Sprint Speedweek later in the week as well. If you're looking for some racing tonight, the Short Track Super Series continues its run of Tuesday night racing with a joint North Region, South Region showdown. Both tours will converge on Big Diamond Speedway for 50 laps and $5,000 to win. In the North, Anthony Perego holds a very slight 1-point lead over Mike Mahaney with 3 races complete. And in the South, the top 2 are actually reversed, with Mahaney leading Perego, but by 35 points. There are 5 races complete there. This is the 6th appearance at Big Diamond for the series, and Billy Pouch Jr. is the defending winner of the event. 2 other drivers to watch include Mike Guler, who is the defending track champion at Big Diamond, and Matt Shepard, who has been hot in the modified lately. He won last Monday at Lebanon Valley with the Super Dirt Car Series, and then followed that up Tuesday with the Short Track Super Series win at PennCam. He also won at Big Diamond in 2019. Another guy you can never count out when it comes to the Northeast Modifieds is Stuart Friesen, so certainly keep an eye on him tonight. Crate 602 Sportsmen are also on the card, and if you can't be there, watch all of the action live on Flow Racing. This kind of Tuesday slot, these midweek shows, is kind of an interesting spot for some of this racing. It gives them opportunity to kind of just be on the big stage and not be up against some of this other stuff. I'm actually kind of surprised we don't see more of this kind of midweek shows. I know it probably changes the dynamic of fans at the racetrack at a lot of places, but it certainly gives you an opportunity to kind of shine on the streaming services. To try and keep DIRTRACKR organized, I have a little app I use to kind of keep track of my ideas, my notes, website fixes, some possible future podcast guests, all kinds of things. And I'm always in there writing things down, as I watch dirt races, observations, things like that. One thing that has stood out to me recently is the heat race interviews that have happened on Dirt Vision with the World of Outlaws sprint cars specifically. I feel like heat races get a bad rap, and with the outlaw format of heats lined up straight up by qualifying, sometimes we hear that there just isn't enough passing in them and that it kind of don't matter through the course of the race night. But don't tell that to the drivers. If you've paid attention closely enough, those heat race interviews conducted by Chase Rodman give us a big clue into how the drivers handle heat races. Once the heat is complete, a car has been coming to a stop on the front stretch, and Rodman walks out there with a mic for a quick 1 or 2 question chat, kind of just to fill the time while the next heat race is getting lined up. And the crazy thing to see is just how out of breath the drivers are. In most cases, you don't get to see the drivers interviewed fresh off the track. They usually have to roll across the scales after a feature, or they have kind of a lap or two to come down and kind of catch their breath. But these quick interviews have shown us just how hard the drivers are working during those heat races. The Outlaws heats are only 8 laps most nights, but these guys are up on the wheel for every single second of them. And it's wild to see them huffing and puffing after what really amounts to probably 2 minutes of green flag action. If you figure 14-second laps times 8 laps is just shy of two minutes. Those heat races can make or break your night, and these guys are digging, trying to get into a feature transfer spot or make the night's dash. For example, back through 2018, 90% of Outlaw shows have been won by a driver who appeared in the dash. So it's vital to make moves in those heat races to really have a chance to win a World of Outlaws show. And for guys further back, only the top 6 usually make the feature. So finishing 6th means a guaranteed $1,000 for starting the main event versus making only a few $100, $200, $300 if you finish 7th in a heat and don't transfer from the B main. It's one of the big reasons I think why we love dirt racing, because you got to go and you got to go now. There's no riding around and waiting for that kind of right moment to make a move. So next time you're tuned into Dirt Vision, keep an eye out for those heat race interviews. You'll definitely be able to see guys huffing and puffing after those races. I'm working on a new Conversations episode that will hopefully drop later today or tomorrow, kind of with all eyes on the Dirt Late Model Dream at Eldora this week. Stay tuned for that in the podcast feed and the Dirt Tracker YouTube channel. Also, if you have time today, catch me filling in on Wing Nation with Steve Post on MRN. We'll be talking to Western PA Speedweek champion Ryan Smith and new All-Star winner Bill Baylog. You can find that show at mrn.com and the Winged Nation Facebook page. There are 3 items on the streaming schedule for today, all of them over on Flow Racing. Besides Flow 24/7, there's Short Track Super Series action from Big Diamond, like I mentioned. And there's a bunch of IMCA divisions racing tonight at Jackson Motorplex. To see the full daily streaming schedule with links to watch, visit dirttracker.com/watch tonight. That's a great place to keep up with throughout the week, too, as it updates every single day. I just enter those in the database, and that stuff posts automatically. So just like the website, also, you don't have to wait for me to update things. If you want to see what's going on at any given moment, just check out the website. That's it for the show today. Hope everybody has a good Tuesday. If you have thoughts about the topics on today's show, please leave them in the comments below or tweet at me. You can find DIRTRACKR Daily where you get podcasts plus YouTube and Facebook. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe and leave a review. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button if you're watching on YouTube as well. You can follow DIRTRACKR on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at DIRTRACKR, and you can check out the website for all kinds of cool dirt racing stuff by visiting DIRTRACKR.com. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow for more DIRTRACKR Daily.